Hello all, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. My name is Witchcraft and this is my flosstube number 15. It's lovely to be back. It's a little bit longer again, I apologise, just doing things at home. I'd like to say it's all done, but it's not. And we've had half term this week as well, so we've been going on walks. I've been helping my mum decorate as well, so it's been a really nice week where we've just done lots of different things, and I have got some stitching done to show you, so I'm looking forward to doing that today. As you can see, I've dyed my hair. I used, it's called Arctic Fox Orange, and it's pretty bright. I love it. But I'm not sure work will love it, so I'm gonna have to try and, it's semi-permanent, so it will come out. I'm gonna have to just try and wash it a bit out today and try and make it not so bright. But yeah, I like it. If I could have it this bright, I would. So yeah, it's a bit more redder as well than orange that I'd hoped for, but yeah, I just felt like funking it up a bit, really. I do it every so often. I've dyed my hair every single different colour. I've been rainbow, so it happens a lot. But yeah, it was nice to just spice it up a bit. And yeah, so later on I'll be trying to scrub some of it out and hopefully I'll get a nice orangey colour afterwards as well. So yeah, I'm going to start with my birthday sale. So in May was my birthday, and I spoke to a lovely lady. If you don't watch her, her name is So Lele Bows. I hope I've said that right. I'm going to have to ask her. It's So SEWLEIBELLES. I believe that's right. I'm sorry if it's not. And her birthday's in May as well. We decided to start the Amy Stewart stitching shelf. So she's doing the stitching shelf, I'm doing Stitch in Time. It's the same pattern. The only difference is a Stitch in Time has a motif, a circle motif in the middle that says a Stitch in Time. Hers just has the bookshelves. We decided to start that together for our birthday start, which has been great. And we are going to do a Zoom soon as well to just get together and discuss it. She's doing it on 32 count, 2/2, I believe, and I'm doing 25 count, 2 half tenths, a tenth stitch. So hers is like, whew, massive, and mine is not so big. So it's actually really cool to see kind of the progress together, but different ways. I've never done 2/2, so it's basically having, instead of one little square, you have 4 squares as your one square, because the 32 count is so small. I think it then makes it up to a 16 count, which makes it so much bigger. I think that's right. I've never been brave enough to do that. She's very brave. Because I find that I think I would mess up. I feel like I would, not sure where to go next. Whereas I actually really enjoying, I know 25 count is small, but I'm really, really enjoying just doing the half on there, and it's a lot more quicker. So enough rambling about that. I shall show you the picture of what it will look like when it's done. So there we are. Oh, it's going to decide to turn. Why did they, like, I didn't ask you to turn. Okay. Okay, that's not good because it's a glare. Okay. So I think it's going to be a bit back to front actually on here, but I think you get the gist of it. Lots of bookshelves, lady stitching. Apologies for that not being a great picture. I think what I intend to do is start printing off the first page of all my patterns, just so I can hold it up and show you. I'm trying not to edit really as much if I can, just because of the time it takes, and I haven't got the time at the moment. So I will next time. I'm hoping for next time to have them all printed off so I can just hold them up and go, look, this is what it looks like. Because when I first started, I think that's what I was doing, and it was much easier and it's much clearer to see the picture. So I will do that. But it's on Heaven and Earth Designs. It's Amy Stewart, and my one is called A Stitch in Time. I have done, I think, 3,000 and something stitches at the moment. It's lovely, lovely to stitch with the colours, but it is the most confetti heavy that I think I've got, even more so than Animal Kingdom. And when I say confetti heavy, for those that don't know cross stitch, it means that you're changing the colour often. So you may only have 2 of that colour, and then you're cutting off, rethreading a new colour and starting again. So cross stitching is a lot quicker if you have a lot of the same colour. You can just kind of whiz through and do that colour. But if you're constantly changing, it takes so much more time than it does just to do one colour. It's amazing. It is crazy how less you get done in the amount of time when it's confetti heavy. But the reason why they do that is because then all the details in there, and it's worth it in the end because it looks beautiful. So here is where I am at. My thread's out the way. Everyone's going to scream because I don't stitch my ends in. But yeah, here we are. So lots of blossoms and flowers here, and then they start with the books here. And I think this is part of the door. So I hope you can see that okay. The light seems to be pretty bright today, doesn't it? But I'm hoping that's clear enough for you all. But yeah, it's very confetti heavy. It's beautiful though. The colours are stunning. And I'm really, like I say, I am enjoying. I think this is a book as well. Yeah, a red book there. And then I think it goes into the door. And then this is just all blossom around the side of it. But the way I stitch is I don't like to, if I can help it, I don't like to finish a length of thread if I don't have to, if that makes sense. So I tend to cross country. If I've got a colour, I'll cross country it until I finish that length of thread, and then I'll start on a new one, which is why you get all these gaps and things, because although I do try, I mean, this corner, I think I've pretty much got it filled in, but I'll go, okay, the next colour, and then wander off. And sometimes I might go, okay, this has got a load of black in, and I'm fed up with changing colour, so I'm just going to do all this black for a bit. So I kind of just ebb and flow as to what I'm enjoying at the time and how I'll enjoy doing it. So yeah, I am trying to fill it in as much as I can on the way, because I do like it filled in, but it's kind of a mixture of filling in and cross country. So yeah, really pleased with the progress for that, as I haven't had a lot of stitching done this month. So yeah, the lady Lee that I'm doing it with, she's away this week, so when she gets back we're going to get together and do some, so that'll be exciting. The next sale that I've done since speaking to you last, I've worked on my Soma, which is a unconventional cross stitch pattern, which I'm doing with my friend Marcia. So that's another stitch along that I've got on with Marcia. And we had a lovely Zoom. It was really nice, and we just sat and chatted and just stitched away, and it was really, really nice. So I would show you the picture of that. So this is, oh god, look at that glare, it's awful, isn't it? I do apologise. Right, wow, this is good viewing, ladies. We can't even see what's on there. Goodness. Okay, so I think you can just about see that. It is an unconventional cross stitch, and it is all sort of monochrome, well, not monochrome, like sepia colours, browns and greys and things. I really am going to print these off next time because I think that's quite poor, and apologise. So yeah, lots of detail in that, but I am stitching the background. So at the moment, all I've got done is the background, and it is painful because it's very, very light. And I think I'm near a page finished, believe it or not. But that is it. That is all you can see. It's pinks, creams, whites, greys, purples, and it's the first time I've had one. We were talking, me and Martha were saying how you can actually see the lines underneath because of the light colours. So hopefully when that washes out, it will be fine. But I have done a lot in there. I can't remember. I think I might be in 3,000 something on there as well. But it's just nothing to see because it's just background. There is a butterfly that starts here, so next time we're having our Zoom, I'm going to work on that butterfly because I really would like to see how the actual detail looks. So the butterfly is lots of brown, beiges colours, so I'm going to do that there. I think there's another one here, so I am getting into detail, but I wanted to get some of the background done first before I go off onto something else. So yeah, I'm proud of myself for continuing with it, because it is tough doing all these light colours and just continuing with that and trying to find the next one. But I do have a light here which I use, and that does really help. And yeah, so that is my progress with that one. Now the next one, I started another start. So I was on Instagram, and there was this, I can't remember her name. If anybody wants to see it stitched, I can put it in the comments, so do let me know. But there was a lady that had stitched this piece, and I looked at it and thought, wow, it's beautiful, I really want to do this. So I went onto Etsy and I bought it. It's called Eden Serpent. See, if you have a printed, you can actually see what it is. So yeah, this is Eden Serpent, and I just think it's beautiful. I'm sure people think, I don't know, but I think a lot of people think, well, why would you want a snake? But I think that snake is gorgeous. It would be beautiful as a tattoo, nice thigh tattoo, I think. So that might be on the cards one day. But I really love the patterns on the scales, the flowers. It's just really stunning, and honestly done, it looks beautiful. And it is only 129 stitches by 129, so it's not huge. So I have started it. I've started it on my 18 count. It's part of the fabric that I had left over from Hannah Halloween. I haven't made a huge start, but I've just filled in a little bit of it. So this is the background. We've got some of the snake skin here, and then I think this is one of the flowers. What it does use is blends. So this scale here, you've got lilac, but then you've got lilac and white together, and then some white, so it's blended, which is really, really nice. And yeah, it's really pretty to work on. Unfortunately, there's some colors that I haven't got, so another trip to Hobbycraft or Lakeside Needles to get that. I'm impatient, sometimes I'm just like, Hobbycraft's down the road, we'll just nip there and get the colors. But actually I might order them from Lakeside Needlecraft and just do the colours I've got on there. But that's really nice, and I think it'll be a nice quick stitch. I think there'll be a lot of progress on that if I concentrate on that one. So we'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, the next one that I've worked on, I had the Zoom stitch with the ladies Friday night, which is really, really nice because I missed last time where it was my birthday. So it was really nice to catch up with the ladies and see what they're working on and how they're doing. Got some really nice advice from Crafty Emily about flosstube. I was saying that I was a bit unsure whether my content was good enough, because I absolutely love doing flosstube, and I really like, there's so many nice people in the comments that I feel like I've made friends with, that we can just chat back and forth, and that's what I love it for. I don't need to have, I know it sounds like, oh yeah, right, but it's not about the numbers for me. I don't need loads of people subscribing, because those people that do comment in the post and we have the little chats about, it's just really nice, and sometimes I get some really good advice, and I love it for that. So just sometimes I worry that, especially recently where I haven't done as much stitching, that I'm not going to have enough to talk about. But I think I'm gonna do the video and hope that people still enjoy watching, if I haven't got as much to show. So this is the last one I think I have to show today. The one that I've been working on is 20-sided dice fairy by Jasmine Beckett Griffiths, which is another Heaven and Earth design. So hopefully, I'm trying to get, there we go. She's gorgeous. I chose her for the 20-sided dice because I play Dungeons and Dragons, and I love the colours. It's just beautiful. I'm a big fan of Jasmine Beckett Griffiths. I love the big eyes. I was talking to the ladies about that, and one of the ladies was saying, oh, my children don't like them. And I don't think my children really like them either, but I just think they're gorgeous. So I've worked a bit on her on Friday night, and this is the progress I got done. So last time, I think I'd got most of this done. I basically worked on a little bit of the dragon, really nice pinks in there, and the purple. I've worked a bit on her face, and I worked a little bit on this background here as well. So she is stunning. I absolutely love her, and it was really nice to just sit with the ladies and work on her, do a little bit of the colour in there. and I think the dragon's going to be stunning with the colours just pop and the eyes are beautiful. So I'm absolutely loving her. I think I'd done about 900 stitches that night, which isn't a huge amount, but it was enough whilst we're chatting and everything. So it was really, really nice to work on her and get that done. So I also, Marcia told me that the Haid had a sow, and I thought to myself, I don't need any more. I wouldn't be looking on Haid at the moment because I don't need any more, but they've got a sow, and you shouldn't miss out on a sow. And we were talking about how, because she's had a couple of sows recently, maybe there's lots of new ones coming in that might mean that some are going out of stock. So I went and looked, didn't I? And I went on my wish list, and I thought, well, I will look at what's on my wish list first. And I didn't want to spend too much, so I wanted to go for the minis because they were only like sort of £5. So I have on my wish list one called Beauty and the Beast, which is actually another Amy Stewart one, which I really, really like. So I bought that one, which is there. Sorry about the glare. Again, I will get these printed off, but it's just Beauty and the Beast dancing. It's kind of, would you say old-fashioned-y, I guess. I'm hoping that enough detail will come in with it being a mini. And when I say a mini, it is 249 by 325, so it's not, you know, tiny, but it's smaller than the big sort of stitching shelf one. So I got that one because it was on my wish list, and it's one that I do worry that will go out of stock because I haven't seen many people stitch on it, and it's not your typical Amy Stewart picture either. So I wanted that in my stash for later. And then I have, because I've been loving really bright colours, I got this one, which is another mini, and it is by Jasmine Beckett Griffiths again. I don't know if I can pronounce that. Milagros La Calavera, I think. Apologies for that accent. It's a Day of the Dead Los Muertos one, and it's just beautiful. The colours are stunning. I just love it. What I love about it as well is even when you're in the top corner, you're doing some really pretty colours. Sometimes I find, especially with my 20-sided dice, it's just all different shades of green, and it will look nice at the end, but it's a bit boring. Whereas these, you're going to be doing flowers. These flowers at the bottom are just gorgeous, really, really pretty, and I just think it pops out. It's lovely. It's really, really nice. I've got a Day of the Dead girl here on my tattoo, so I absolutely love them. So yeah, she'll be great to stitch. She is 266 by 325 stitches, and so I bought I bought her and the Beauty and the Beast, and thought, well, I don't need to start either of them yet. They can just be in my stash for later on. But she is calling to me because she's just so colourful and beautiful. So I wouldn't be surprised if that is another new start soon. But on that note, I would like to have a finish done soon. Not necessarily soon, but work on getting something finished. As much as I am more of a progress stitcher, so process stitcher. I just enjoy the stitching. I enjoy the process. I enjoy seeing how they're coming along, and I don't generally think about needs to be done by this date. But it would be nice to have something finished. Now I have my embroidery hoop with the bear, which is nearly done. I think I did chuck a few more flowers in there, but I haven't got it to hand. So I do plan on working on that to get that finished. I also have the free one, which was from Barbara Anna Designs, which is the light with the fox, and that shouldn't take too long to finish. So my plan going forward is to get those two done. So I've got those two finished, so I can have some things up on my walls and, you know, something finished. And then I think, obviously I've got my Amy Stewart stitch along, which I want to continue working on weekly, and also my Soma with Marcia. I want to continue doing that with her. So those are always going to be ongoing in the background. and then I'm going to look at the rest of my stash and see what's near to be done. I think possibly New Normal Long Dog possibly is one of my nearest to be finished, and I want to try and focus on that piece for a while and just try and get something finished. It's something I'm saying now, and I may come on next time and be, no, that didn't happen and I'm doing other things, but that is kind of where I'm at the moment, is that I would like to try and start looking at getting something done. None of my big pieces will be done for a really, really long time. We're talking years. Animal Kingdom, the Stitching Shelf, Marble, all those were big ones. I'm not looking at getting done anytime soon, because they, unless I was to just stitch day and night, which isn't realistic with a job, and being a mum and etc., you just can't get all that stitching done. So I just want to work on some little ones for a while and just try and get some progress done. I cannot speak today. So that is where I'm at with stitching. I apologise again for you not seeing some of the pictures very well today. It is just a case of I wanted to get a video up today and I didn't want to have to edit too much. So I'm at work next week. I'm going to print off some of the pictures so I've got them ready for next time. If it's annoying that you're not seeing before and after, tell me in the comments. Actually, I'd really like to see that, and I will go back to doing that. I know it's nice to see kind of the process, but it's, if I can get away with not doing that much editing, that would be great. Just because it just is really time consuming at the moment and I don't have that time. But if it's going to be nicer for you, then I will spend that extra time and make some time aside, or maybe it'll just be a bit longer for my next video so I can do that editing in as well. Another thing that I have worked on, which isn't cross stitch related, is I've decided to crochet myself a jumper. So I was on YouTube and I saw a jumper. I'll show you the picture. It's called, I think it's called a puff stitch jumper. I think I've got it on here. Oh, I might not actually. Apologies. I think it might be on my phone, which I'm using to record on, so that's useful. Anyway, it's two colours, and so you've got main one colour, different colour collar, different colour sleeves, and then the cuffs and is the same as this colour. The colour on the pattern was baby pink and baby blue, but I chose colours that I thought I would. I like baby pink and baby blue, but I just chose colours that I liked at the shop. Plus I went for the cheapest option, because the option in the pattern would have cost me about £50, and I managed to knock it down to about £20 using different wool and different colours. So it may turn out not exactly the same because it's different wool, but I'm hoping that would be okay. I've finished the first panel, so it is going to be, so this is the bottom of the jumper, and then this is the top bit. So I need to do another one of these, and then I work on I've got to sew them together, do the sleeves and the edging. So I love it. I've picked for the contrast, people might be like, really? Purple. I just think that it will look kind of funky together. Not probably a lot of people's style, but I like a bit of difference. So that's going to be the sleeve colour, and that big chunk of wool was like £10. So it cost me £20 instead of £50. So I really, really like it. Really, really pleased with what I've done so far, and hopefully next flosstube I'll be wearing it. Wouldn't that be cool? So yeah, I'm gonna start the back today, and yeah, hopefully that'll be great to wear next time. So I think that's everything. I have had some lovely pen pal letters through the post. I had one from a lovely lady, Nicola, that's on our Zoom from America, and she sent me some really nice thread, which I will show next time. It's variegated, which she said will go nice with my pandemic. So it's like a pink and purple, which I think would go great with my pandemic, so I'll probably put it into there. And I've got some lovely birthday bits that I would like to show you as well, which I might show you next time. Very spoilt for my birthday and I just haven't got around to showing you all of that. Again, like I say, it's a quick one today just because I wanted to catch up with you all, and I didn't want you to have to wait too much longer for my video. So I hope this has been okay. I hope you've enjoyed seeing my progress. I'm very handsy today. I don't know why. So yeah, take care of yourselves. I do really enjoy it. I hope that you're enjoying watching my programs, my flosstube still. And I will see you next time, hopefully sooner, but we shall see how things go. And I will be printing off pictures so I can hold them up for you to see a bit better. Any other tips or advice or anything else you'd like to see on my videos? Anything that you think, could you do this, could you do that, sort of thing, please say. Any advice and help is good. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your weekend and weeks going forward, and you're all well. So thank you again for watching. Take care. Bye.